With Sicily scarce out of sight, the Trojans had gladly spread their canvas on the sea, turning the salt foam with their brazen prows, when Juno, holding fast within her heart the everlasting insult, asked herself, "Am I defeated, simply to stop trying, unable to turn back the Trojan king from Italy? No doubt the fates won't have it. But Pallas, was she powerful enough to set the Argive fleet on fire, to drown the crewmen in the deep, for an outrage done by only one infuriated man, Ajax, Oileus' son? And she herself could fling Jove's racing lightning from the clouds, and smash their galleys, sweep the sea with tempests. Then Ajax's breath was flame from his pierced chest. She caught him up within a whirlwind. She impaled him on a pointed rock. But I, the queen of gods, who stride along as both the sister and the wife of Jove, have warred so many years against a single nation. For after this will anyone adore the majesty of Juno, or, before her altars, pay her honor, pray to her." Then, burning, pondering, the goddess reaches Aeolia, the motherland of storms, a womb that always teems with raving south winds. And in his enormous cave, King Aeolus restrains the wrestling winds, loud hurricanes. He tames and sways them with his chains in prison. They rage in indignation at their cages. The mountain answers with a mighty roar. Lord Aeolus sits in his high citadel. He holds his scepter, and he soothes their souls and calms their madness. Were it not for this, then surely they would carry off the sea and lands in steepest heaven, sweeping them across the emptiness. But fearing that, the all-able Father hid the winds within dark caverns, heaping over them high mountains, and he assigned to them a king who should by Jove's sure edict understand just when to jail and when, commanded, to set free. Then Juno, suppliant, appealed to him. "You, Aeolus, to whom the king of men and father of gods has given this, to pacify the waves, or with the wind to incite them. Over the Tyrrhenian now sails my enemy, a race that carries the beaten household gods of Ilium to Italy. Hammer your winds to fury, and ruin their swamped ships, or scatter them and fling their crews piecemeal across the seas. I have twice 7 nymphs with splendid bodies. The loveliest of them is Diopia, and I shall join her to you in sure marriage, and name her as your own, that she may spend all of her years with you, to make you father of fair sons, for such service, such return." And Aeolus replied, "O Queen, your task is to discover what you wish, and mine to act at your command. For you have won this modest kingdom for me, and my scepter, and Jove's goodwill. You gave me leave to lean beside the banquets of the gods, and you have made me lord of tempests and of clouds." His words were done. He turned his lance head, struck the hollow mountain on its side. The winds, as in a column, hurry through the breach. They blow across the earth in a tornado. Together, Eurus, Notus, and, with tempest on tempest, Africus, attack the sea. They churn the very bottom of the deep and roll vast breakers toward the beaches. Cries of men, the creaking of the cables rise. Then, suddenly, the cloud banks snatch away the sky and daylight from the Trojans' eyes. Black night hangs on the waters, heavens thunder, and frequent lightning glitters in the air. Everything intends quick death to men. At once Aeneas's limbs fall slack with chill. He groans and stretches both hands to the stars. He calls aloud, "Oh, 3 and 4 times blessed were those who died before their father's eyes beneath the walls of Troy. Strongest of all, the Danaans, O Diomedes, why did your right hand not spill my lifeblood? Why did I not fall upon the Ilian fields? there where ferocious Hector lies, pierced by Achilles' javelin, where the enormous Sarpedon now is still, and Simois has seized and sweeps beneath its waves so many helmets and shields and bodies of the brave. Aeneas hurled these words. The hurricane is howling from the north. It hammers full against his sails. The seas are heaved to heaven. The oars are cracked. The prow shears off. The waves attack broadside. Against his hull the swell now shatters in a heap, mountainous, steep. Some sailors hang upon a wave crest. Others stare out at gaping waters, land that lies below the waters, surge that seethes with sand. And then the south wind snatches up 3 ships and spins their keels against the hidden rocks. Those rocks that, rising in mid-sea, are called by the Italians altars, like a monstrous spine stretched along the surface of the sea. Meanwhile the east wind wheels another 3 off from the deep and terrible to see, against the shoals and shifting silt, against the shallows, girding them with mounds of sand. Before Aeneas's eyes a massive breaker smashes upon its stern the ship that carries the Lycian crew, led by true Orontes. The helmsman is beaten down, he is whirled headlong. 3 times at that same spot the waters twist and wheel the ship around until a swift whirlpool has swallowed it beneath the swell. And here and there upon the wide abyss, among the waves, are swimmers, weapons, planks, and Trojan treasure. Now the tempest takes the sturdy galleys of Ilioneus and brave Achates, now the ships of Abas and many-yeared Aletes. All receive their enemy, the sea, through loosened joints, along their sides and through their gaping seams.